Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sankara. Today in the Law of Torts class, let us know the concept and definition of the tort. You all know that the CPC and tort law, they all depend on the legal maxim ubi jus ebi remedium. Ubi jus ebi remedium. That means there is no wrong without remedy. That means if any wrong is done, you have got a remedial action. ఏదన్నా లీగల్ ఇంజరీ జరిగితే దానికి మీరు రెమెడీ, సో ఖచ్చితంగా రెమెడీ ఉంటుంది, రైట్? యుబి జస్ ఇబి రెమెడియం. Of course, the meaning of the Latin word is different. Already I have given my notes. Ubi means there. Just means legal authority. There is a legal authority to do. Ibi, that means without remedium, right of action. So there is no wrong without remedy. Right. Now as far as the definition part is concerned, tort. So the definition given by Salman is more useful for you. Of course, Fraser's definition is there, Winfield's definition is there, even the legal definition is there according to section 2 clause M of the Limitation Act, which says that tort is a civil wrong which is not exclusively a breach of trust or a breach of contract. And let us know the definition of Salman. Salman said, tort is a civil wrong for which the remedy is common law of action for unliquidated damages or unliquidated damages, and which is not exclusively breach of trust or breach of contract or other mere equitable obligation. Therefore, you have to divide the definition into, you have to cut into 3 parts, then only 3 or 4 parts, then only you will be able to analyze and understand the same. So basically, tort means a civil wrong. Civil wrong means which is not a criminal wrong. What is a civil case? What is a criminal case? We are going to discuss in the next chapter. But it is a civil wrong. Basically, remember, civil wrong means civil offences. Civil cases means personal wrongs. That means somebody has hurt you, it's a civil wrong. Somebody has defamed you, it's a civil wrong. Somebody has entered your house without your permission, civil wrong. They are all called torts. So basically, tort is a civil wrong. Right? Tort is not a breach of trust. Tort is not a breach of contract. So what is a breach of trust? Namakamunu vamu cheyuta. What does it mean? Suppose if I go to America, when I am going to America, I have handed over my pet to my friend. So requesting him to keep control or to rear the same. Then pensamani ichcharu. Ala continue cheyamani. And I used to send 2,000 rupees every month from USA. But after my returning, it was not found. So if he did not return it, it is called breach of trust. Suppose a woman takes a gold jewel from her neighbor and did not give it back, it is breach of trust. Why it is not a tort? Because the damages are specified. Suppose if I want to file a case against him, I can say that yes, my dog worth rupees 10,000 or so was so called involved in the breach of trust. Pay back that amount. Or gold jewel worth about 10 lakhs or so. Pay back that amount. But in tort law, the damages are not codified. They are not specified. They are not fixed. So they are not liquidated. Here in breach of trust, it is liquidated. Likewise, contract. You are all studying the Contract Act. So what is a contract? Contract is nothing but agreement made by the like-minded people. For example, there are 3 people. They have entered into a contract to run a company. So A, he wanted to stay at Ongole and he wanted to look after the company. B, he wanted to go to Chennai and bring the material or necessary material or instruments from Chennai. 3, C, that is C, he wanted to go to all places of AP and he wanted to do the marketing for the company. So these 3 obligations are there, and A, B, C, they have to perform their legal part of the obligations. If they fail, suppose if B failed, if B having addicted to bad habits in Chennai, if he has spent away all the money, then what he has to do? He has to pay back his amount, that is 10 lakh. This is a specified amount. But in tort law, this is not specified. Therefore, it is not a breach of contract and it is not a breach of trust. If there is a breach of trust or breach of contract, definitely you can file a criminal case. So, tort is a civil wrong. Tort is not a breach of trust. Tort is not a breach of contract. Then, when the legal injury is caused, this is important. So, what is legal injury? So, any act which is against the interest of the public, or so you can say, if any act is done which is not expected to be done, ఏదైతే చట్టం చేయొద్దని చెప్తుందో ఎదుటి పర్సన్కి అది చేస్తే, if you receive any injury, ఆ ఇంజరీ కూడా legally done injury. I have given the example, మీరు క్లాస్లో వెనకాల మీద అలా కొట్టామనుకో, it's not legal injury. పట్ మీద కొట్టామనుకో, it's a legal injury. So, when any legal injury is done, then it can be remedied by unliquidated damages as compensation. So, the remedial measure is getting compensation. Of course, in tort of law, I will get you the remedy of getting injunction. In tort law, I will give you examples of getting conviction also. But normally, compensation will be awarded. Any exceptional cases, generally compensation is there. ఈ కాంపెన్సేషన్ ఇన్ ది షేప్ ఆఫ్ అన్లిక్విడేటెడ్ డ్యామేజెస్. అన్లిక్విడేటెడ్ అంటే అన్స్పెసిఫైడ్. ట్రస్ట్లో లిక్విడేటెడ్ అయ్యా కుక్క 10,000. బ్రీచ్ ఆఫ్ కాంట్రాక్ట్, ఎస్ నీ పార్ట్ 10 లక్షలు. బట్ హియర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ స్పెసిఫైడ్. సో దట్స్ వై ఐ గివెన్ ద ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఆఫ్ దట్ బాయ్. పిల్లవాడు ఎవడో మోటార్ సైకిల్ మీద కాలేజీకి వస్తున్నాడు. మున్సిపాలిటీ వాళ్ళు రోడ్ సరిగ్గా మెయింటైన్ చేయాలి, మధ్యలో గుంట పడింది, ఆ గుంటలో వీడు పడ్డాడు, నడు విరిగింది. దెన్ వాట్ టు డూ? యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఫైల్ ఎ కేస్ అండర్ మోటార్ వెహికల్ యాక్ట్. సరే ఏదో కేసు వేస్తారు. వేసిన తర్వాత ఎంత అమౌంట్ రావాలి? సో మీ అబ్బాయికి దెబ్బ తగిలినంత మాత్రం మీరు హాస్పిటల్లో చేసే మాత్రం మీరు డబ్బులు ఉన్నాడు కాబట్టి సంఘమిత్ర హాస్పిటల్లో ఒక 50,000 ఖర్చు చేసినంత ఇవ్వాలని లేదు. ఇట్ ఈస్ ద డిస్క్రిప్షన్ ఆఫ్ ది జడ్జ్. So he may award 10,000 also. He may award 5,000 also. It is not specified. So therefore, unliquidated damages. The remedy is in the shape of unliquidated damages. I told you, the judge, basing on the, even though it's not a codified law, basing on the principles of justice, equity and good conscience, he will deliver or he will award the damages which are not liquidated, unliquidated damages. Therefore, if you club all these points, now you will be able to define what is a tort. Tort is a civil wrong which is not exclusively a breach of trust or breach of contract, and when the legal injury is caused, the remedial measure is by way of unliquidated damages as compensation. So please read the definition once or twice, and you must be able to remember, and you must be able to tell in the classes whenever I ask you. With this, I am concluding. Thank you very much.